Good morning from Grand Destino Tower. It is almost 6:30 and I just finished with my run for the morning. I stayed outside to video this because we don't have a balcony this go around, so I don't want to wake Mom and Meredith up, although they might be awake, I'm not sure. I just got done running. I'm disgusting feeling, so I'm gonna go upstairs and take a shower before boarding group start for Rise of the Resistance. I've got about 30 minutes, so plenty of time I think to get up there and do that, as long as they aren't awake and I'm not gonna bother them or mess them up. I did sort of kind of test the Wi-Fi out on the way down here. Wi-Fi is not good, however data is good. I'm gonna have to think about what I want to use, data or Wi-Fi, and I'll make sure I let you know what worked. Last time I went to the lobby part of Boulder Ridge, and I did use Wi-Fi there because the Wi-Fi and data in our room both were terrible, so there was no way I was gonna be able to stay in my room and do that. I'll probably still come down to the lobby because I think either way it's gonna have better connection. I just don't know if I want to try Wi-Fi or if I want to stick with data. So I will keep you updated on what I decide to do. So in case you weren't sure what I was talking about with the elevators, I think on arrival day, this is obviously where all the elevators are in the building, and there's these little tablets outside of the elevator. So I just press the floor I want to go to, and it tells me go to elevator A, and then I load, and the only buttons they have are close and open door. So you don't press anything out when you get in here, except one time we got in here and the doors didn't close, so we had to press close door. But otherwise, you just get in and it takes you to the floor, and that's it. It is right about 7:30, and I was successful in getting a boarding group. And unless something major goes wrong, we should definitely be able to get on Rise of the Resistance, because we got boarding group 15, which is great. What I ended up doing was I went down to the lobby and I did download an internet speed checker thing just to compare Wi-Fi versus data. And they were about the same, but I ended up using data because when I was in the lobby, I went to go open the My Disney Experience app and just make sure I knew where the Rise of the Resistance join boarding group was and everything, because it has changed a couple of times, just little things with it. And when I went to go do that, I was logged out of My Disney Experience. It does that periodically. So I went to go log back in, and it was we're having trouble signing you in or something like that. It gave me an error message, and I was like, oh no. So I headed upstairs to the upper lobby level where the concierge and all is, where you can check in and talk to the guest services. And as I was doing that, I switched over to data and was able to log in fine. So I was I'm not going to risk Wi-Fi doing anything weird like that. So I just stuck with data. And I watched my watch because it gives you the seconds. So right at literally 7 o'clock to the second, I clicked join and was able to get us into a boarding group. It already had me and Meredith and Mom selected in the My Friends list. So I didn't have to click on anything there. So it was super quick. So we are going to get on a bus, not quite yet, because it doesn't open until 9, so we'll wait closer to 8 to go down and get on a bus. I think I might go get coffee from the Barcelona Lounge, which is downstairs. They have espresso and stuff like that, and I'm kind of hungry and I might get a pastry. So I will check in later, but we are very excited to know that we're getting on Rise of the Resistance. So we just stopped at the Barcelona Lounge, which is the lower level part of the lobby in Coronado Springs. Out there is the water in the lake, and then the bar is back there. I just got a muffin and a latte, but they have all kinds of coffee drinks with liqueurs and Spanish inspired coffee drinks that made with sweetened condensed milk, so not just your normal lattes and mochas and that kind of thing. I just got a latte though because I didn't want anything that was too heavy while we're going out to the park. So we're gonna, I think, sit here, eat this kind of quickly, and then we will get on a bus. Hello, we are in Toy Story Land. I think it's the land, yes. We just got off Alien Swirling Saucers and we were headed to Toy Story Mania. Our plan was to do Slinky Dog Dash first, but it isn't open yet. It's not opening with the park. I don't know when it'll be open. There's people in line, but I don't think it's guaranteed to open at any point. So we're heading on to Toy Story Mania. Our boarding group for Rise of the Resistance is going to be called pretty soon. They're on 1 through 12 right now. So we're going to do this and then probably head into Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
Incoming transmission from Ray. BB-8, is everyone assembled? Good. Should you be in flight prep? Recruits, thank you for joining the cause. A covert resistance team led by my friend Finn has
So we just finished up on Rise of the Resistance. What did we think? Meredith's texting Tyler because he would like this. Hi. What did we think of Rise of the Resistance?
It's really cool. Really good. Really good.
Super immersive. Loved it.
Sassed the one dude off.
Yeah. Oh yeah. When we got into the first order area, they tell you stand on colored dots. That's how they're socially distancing in these areas that would normally just be a holding place. And so they told me they told us stand on the silver dot. It'll be important for your interrogation. This guy comes up to me and he's all serious and he's like, "What did I just say?" So I repeated it to him, but I was a little sassy. He's like, "Well, first of all, that's not exactly how I said it, and I definitely wasn't that sassy." So that was funny.
Everybody's in character, which is really cool.
Everybody in Galaxy's Edge is kind of in character too. So that was really fun. I think we might try to do Millennium Falcon next since we're already over here, and I don't think I have too bad of a wait. But I'll check in later. So we're standing in line for Slinky Dog Dash, and they've got a scrim up, and for a second I was like, why do they have a scrim up? What are they building? But I forgot they are building rodeo or Roundup Rodeo Barbecue. So they've got pictures of it up. I have no idea when this is going to be built, when this is going to be finished. I honestly completely forgot about it. It looks kind of similar to the facade of Woody's lunchbox though.
We'll never die. You're gonna seize our destiny. You got a friend in me.
Runaway Railway, which was another first for Mom and Meredith. It said it was a 15-minute wait, but it was about 35-40 minutes maybe. And every time you sit in a different position, you can kind of get a different experience. I mean, the ride is kind of the same, but depending on where you sit, it changes slightly. So I'm not sure what we're doing. It's 12:30 and we have a reservation at 1:30 for Hollywood Brown Derby. So we'll fool around until then. So we got dessert, but we didn't just order one or two. We ordered all four. So we are in line for Toy Story Mania again because it's supposed to only be a 15-minute wait. We just got done with lunch at the Brown Derby, which was great. We got a couple appetizers, which were both good. We all three got Cobb salads, which were really good. All of the stuff in the Cobb salad is chopped really finely. but like it's your standard Cobb salad, but they are the ones that supposedly made it famous. We also got grapefruit cake martinis, which were good. You could taste like the grapefruit in them, but you could also, they were also like creamy, but not overly sweet. But the real kicker was we got all 4 desserts. So we got a grapefruit cake, it was like a flourless chocolate cake, a chocolate like lava-y kind of cake, and creme brulee. We kind of all agreed our least favorite was the chocolate flourless cake. The other 3 were really good, but we are so full. We've kind of done all the big rides now, so we're just gonna either like repeat or do some of the smaller attractions. We do have a Oga's Cantina reservation to get drinks, so we'll do that in a little while as well.
Shows, thrills, games that test your skills. You'll find it's all that and more.
Well, luckily, we have a hyperdrive expert in the house. Hold on. I can fix the hyperdrive. Hit it!
I don't think you can hit a hyperdrive.
Yes, you are right, R5. It is no cause for alarm. It's perfectly safe. Everyone will be fine, but unfortunately, it takes a few minutes to reset all the complicated systems on the Falcon.
We're moving.
And in the meantime, well, we've got a little time to pass. So here we are. That's
So we are back in Galaxy's Edge. We went to Oga's for a few drinks. We got a Fuzzy Tauntaun, which is the one with the foam that makes your lips tingle. I got a Beast Spin Fizz. Yeah. Beast Spin Fizz or something. Which was like very pomegranate-y, and it's had the like, I guess, liquid dry ice that made it, I don't know what it's called. So, and it was like shimmery. You couldn't really see the shimmer because it was so dark. But then we went to Millennium Falcon, which we rode through one time, about 80% of the way done, and it like malfunctioned. So they allowed us to get, whoa, it's really loud. They allowed us to get on it again, and we went through like the fast pass line. So we just got off of that, and obviously we're right outside of Millennium Falcon.
You, on that data pad. We've got eyes on you.
Hello from our room at Coronado. So it is right about 8:45-ish, and we got back from Hollywood Studios, I don't know, probably like 30-40 minutes ago. We did Rock and Roller Coaster for our last ride of the night, which was great. We popped in a store on the way out and caught a bus quickly. We had decent luck with the buses, nothing too extreme this morning. I don't know what went on. We were waiting for our bus to go to Hollywood Studios, and we saw 4 Animal Kingdom buses come, but no Hollywood Studios buses. So 2 of those buses actually got switched because they were empty. I think what might have been happening is sometimes, and I don't know what the rhyme or reason is to it, but sometimes the bus goes to our stop first, and sometimes it goes to the other parts of Coronado Springs first. I think there's 4 stops throughout Coronado Springs, 3 over in the other section, and then the one for the tower that we're at. So I think what was happening was it was going to the other stations first and ours was last. So by the time it went to the other stations, the bus was full and it was just moving on. That's my only explanation for the fact that we didn't see any buses in the same time. We saw 4 Animal Kingdom buses. But obviously we made it. It was fine, not a big deal. We are going to Magic Kingdom tomorrow. We're probably just gonna stay in the room for the rest of the night. We had some leftover food that we kind of munched on. We had such a big lunch that leftovers are fine for dinner tonight. So we're just gonna kind of wind down here. We actually put on the fireworks at Coronado Springs. They have like the updated TVs and they have all kinds of like interesting stuff on them. Like normally you can, and I think they have this too, normally you can look at like the DVC channel and it has like stuff playing. Here you can like select specific videos to play like on demand, and they have the Happily Ever After fireworks that you can select on demand. So we watched those, which was nice since the fireworks aren't going on. But I don't think we're gonna really do a whole lot the rest of the night. Tomorrow we're going to Magic Kingdom it opens at 9 a.m. So not as early as Animal Kingdom, I guess. But I will see you tomorrow morning. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you follow and like and subscribe.